Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Krabby125. I just wanted to talk to you guys about this head unit that I got like a little over a month ago. Um and I just wanted to give my opinion on it. I think so far I think it's a good head unit. It's a good head unit, but I think it fails in some other things. Depending on what I'm gonna say, it might be a total failure for you, and if it is, I would not suggest getting it, or at least maybe wait until something, an update's on this radio. But the first thing I want to say that sucks on this radio, I think the main thing that sucks on this radio is the radio reception. The FM radio reception sucks. You think something with all this kind of tech in here that the radio reception would be good. I live maybe like 20 minutes away from New York City. The major radio stations that we have out here, the strong radio stations that we have are here out here. They don't work. Well, they do work, but you still hear the static and the hissing and all that stuff when you're driving. If you're still, then you're okay. But like I said, especially me being next to a major city, I shouldn't really be having issues like this. Now, you might be saying, "Oh, maybe it's something I did wrong or anything like that." I've installed other head units. My last Sony head unit that I had, I've never had a problem with radio reception. The two Alpines I've had on the here before, never had a problem. I only had a problem with this cheap Chinese head unit, and with my last cheap Chinese head unit that I had. I had one from a brand called Eonon, which the radio reception wasn't all that great. But luckily though for me, I end up using Spotify and other apps like that. So when I listen to music, as well as podcasts and stuff. So I really don't listen to it. But if don't listen to the FM radio, but if you're the type that does, and you want clarity, and then you don't want the hissing and all that stuff, don't get this radio. Now, another big thing on here, that I would suggest you not get this radio if you need to use it for this, would be the Android Auto. I can't talk about CarPlay because I don't have an Apple phone, but the Android Auto is very laggy. For some reason, the GPS doesn't pick up. The actual other navigation site that suite that comes with this, that's included with this, actually works fine, but it doesn't it works fine and everything, but for some reason when I'm using the Android Auto, it doesn't work. It's laggy. It actually even freezes up. So I don't use that. The only so I don't plug it into through that way. What I do instead is I have a hotspot. I use my phone as a hotspot, and I use the navigation through there. So I use the navigation through there if I wanna, if and through Google Maps. So and Google Maps, everything works fine through here. The sound comes out correctly, and it works like a charm. Also, everything else here works like a charm because this is an Android head unit. Just like with an Apple iPhone or whatever, it just works. This just so far just works, and it works fine. The phone, everything works. The pushing the buttons work. They're responsive. All the features so far are working fine. This would be a perfect, like I said, this would be a perfect head unit if it wasn't for those things. That's really all I can think of. Oh yeah, and another thing. For some reason I can't get it to dim automatically when I turn on my headlights. I have everything hooked up correctly, and for some reason it just doesn't work. The only way I could go around that is by luckily with this there's a with this launcher, there's a way I could be able to turn on and off, or actually raise and lower the brightness on it. So I would have to do it manually, but luckily I don't have to go deep into menus or anything like that. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I try to make it as short as possible. I really can't think of any other thing that's bad. But if you use the phone, if you use this radio the way I use it, then I would recommend, yeah, go check it out. Go check it out and stuff. But if you need it for the radio, or you wanted to get this to get a snappy Android Auto interface, don't get this. I repeat, do not get this, or at least wait until there's some kind of a firmware update on this. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please respond in the type something up in the comments section. Respond in the comments section. I usually do check it out. And like I said, I'm not the most professional when it comes to making these videos and stuff, but I try to put as much information I can to make sure that you guys aren't wasting your money on junk or anything. So far, I don't think this is junk. It's just certain little things on it that kind of make it fall from being a perfect head unit. So, like I said, any questions, let me know in the comments section, and I'll try to reply back. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.